Here comes your 90-day fiance. Your 90-day fiance recap. With Allie and Melissa.
Hello, and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News 90-Day Fiancé Recap. I'm Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
This is a podcast where we'll discuss the latest episodes in the 90-Day Fiancé universe. We have a Patreon. Our true crime episodes are now only available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for a whopping $5 a month.
This week's episode with Maria is the, what's it called? McCamey Manor.
McCamey Manor.
That sketchy as hell, quote unquote, haunted house.
Yeah. I think I had a dream about it, actually. Now that you say that. Yeah, because I was like, why does that
Were you getting waterboarded?
I think I had like a torture dream about Russ McCamey.
No.
And then we go on a weird detour about Valet of the Dolls, which is a all-female valet company in Los Angeles. If you're interested in that story, then join our Patreon. We do 2 to 3 true crime episodes a month.
Yeah, every other week.
Yeah, and you get access to all of our videos. It's
all the videos. You get all the normal episodes a day early with no ads.
Foot pics. You'll love it.
Pics.
Just one foot. You have to do $10 a month for feet pics. Yeah. Also, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and call into our hotline and leave a voicemail if you'd like to be on our mailbag episodes. Guys, call. If you haven't called before, be a first-time caller.
Call again.
Live a little. Leave a message about something we've discussed in an episode. Tell us a secret. A story, some reality show gossip, insider information.
Yeah.
Honestly, whatever you would like. The number is
626-63-420-69. Nice.
First, let's get into, this is a thing that I found, which is interesting.
Yes.
So we've discussed before that when the people from the other country are going to America, that they can't work or they can't work and they can't make money. So if they're
for 6 months or so or something.
Yeah. So if they're like influencers or something, they can't monetize it.
But they can't make money in their country, in their home country. Is it just that they can't make US dollars? Like they could make money, like Jasmine could make Panamanian dollars.
Animaniacs money. She might be able to.
Because I think it's like a tax thing.
Yes. Yeah, maybe she can, but she probably wouldn't be able to transfer it over to America because she can't. So it would have to stay in Panama.
Right. You can't
for the 6 months.
Have a U.S. job. You can't be paying taxes. You can't be an employee.
You can't be accruing any money.
You can work under the table for free
for fun. And who doesn't? Mm-hmm. So that Venmo. So you get paid to do reality TV. It's like a small amount, depending, but you get paid. So people are like, how are these people getting paid? And in terms of this like K-1 visa compliance. And the answer is that they're paid if they're filming in their country of origin, like before they come to the U.S. But once they come to the U.S., only the U.S. person can be paid.
Until they get a green card.
Right. So I guess what they do is in the contract, they just pay the U.S. partner extra. So they pay the U.S. person enough for like the both of them.
Okay. I always wondered about that, like, because you can't work and like TLC pays them, per episode.
Yeah. So
interesting.
Right. So what they do is I guess they pay the foreign partner isn't paid. So they pay the American like double in order to get away with it. And so what some people have said is, so some of these couples end up breaking up. Mm-hmm. And there was this couple named Lisa and Usman.
Soulja Boy?
Yeah, also
Baby girl
known
Lisa?
as Soja Boy, who I have a
girl
cameo
Lisa.
from, by the way. My boyfriend last Valentine's Day got me a cameo from him. I should play it.
Baby girl.
He's been on the show twice. Once
Right.
with two
Lisa and then Kim.
60-year-old women. Yeah.
Oh my God.
From America. One was baby girl Lisa and the other one was Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Yeah, he's not with either of them, but he was, where was he from?
It was Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria. Okay, yeah. Oh, because Kim said he was a Yahoo boy.
Yahoo
scammer,
boy.
A Nigerian scammer, which I
Yes.
guess is called a Yahoo boy.
Yeah.
And it says that baby girl Lisa scammed Usman out of all of his earnings from the show.
Wait, because they just trust that the American will pay.
Yeah, we'll give, they'll split the money because they're like a couple.
Oh.
And it's, between the couple how they're going to divide that money.
Right.
And
Oh, yeah, that would seem like the American, if they didn't get along, they would just keep the money and not spend it on their housing or whatever.
Yeah. I wonder how it works with the other way.
Right.
Also, important to note that, because this will kind of come up later. So when you're bringing someone over for a K-1 visa, you are responsible for them for 10 years, whether you break up or not. Whoever is like sponsoring them. So it's usually the spouse who is responsible. But sometimes if that person doesn't make enough money, then they have a co-sponsor. And sometimes that's like the family. So sometimes like the spouse's parents will like co-sponsor.
Does that mean they have to like cover their debts?
Yes.
Like if Jasmine got into like crazy credit card trouble and then just like left the country, Gino would be responsible for that.
If they go to jail, they have to pay their rent, medical expense.
That's scary.
They are fully financially responsible. It's like having a kid. You have a child. You're fully financial. They're a dependent. They are like a tax dependent.
That is scary.
So it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Okay, so let's get into 90 Day Fiance Season 10, Episode 4, More to Love of These Two Lovers. Doesn't really roll off the tongue, that episode
More to
title.
Love of These Two Lovers.
More to Love of These Two Lovers.
Okay. Sure.
They had who's the guy who's chicken? They had Jose name this episode.
More to Love of These Two Lovers. Chicken?
Do you want to get into Gino and Jasmine?
We got Gino and Jasmine. Yeah, Coco the dog. I noticed that the dog can jump onto the bed without a doggy staircase.
Yeah, and it's a little like Shih Tzu kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
I was
it jumps
impressed.
on to like a queen size bed. I don't know if any of you small dog kings and queens out there, but my dog needs a little staircase.
They do a jump where their two paws get on side of the bed and they slide off.
Yeah, it
Cute.
can. My dog
very
cannot
cute.
do it, and sometimes my dog is afraid of the staircase, and I have to just lift him up. So
No.
yeah, I think at night he can't do it, or if the duvet cover is like
Slippery.
or covering the top stair, he gets scared and he's like,
Oh,
I'm not
no.
climbing Everest like this.
That's so stupid.
So way to go. Yeah, they're so dumb. So way to go,
stupid.
Coco.
So Gino, so they're still talking about these implants.
Yes.
And it turns out we found out he sent her $4,000 for a wedding dress.
Which is like, I feel like more than I plan on spending, but also
That's
I like
more
don't
than-
really
that's-
want an
that's more than
extravagant
I
wedding.
Spend on a dress? I mean,
Yeah. That seems crazy to me.
it seems like,
Especially in Panama.
In Panama, right?
Yeah, like what is she doing? Ordering a custom made Vera Wang or
Maybe
like Carolina Herrera?
maybe she's like, I need a dress, I need shoes, I need a hair thing, whatever it's called.
I
don't
think
know.
a veil.
A veil.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Hair
guess you
thing.
could spend. I mean, I looked at some dresses that were that much, but I was like,
for sure.
I don't need to spend. I'm going to wear this dress once. I don't need to
Yeah.
spend this money. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. Also, I mean, maybe the 4K includes new extensions.
Oh, right. And she was
Wedding
like, fuck it, just
extensions.
chopped off my hair so I can save this money
that I
for
can
butt
get this
implants.
Butt implants. Yeah.
So then Jasmine's on FaceTime with her sister Zuellen. and
Sure.
Great name, Zuellen.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like Sue Ellen, I guess.
Yeah, it's Sue Ellen, but with a
Zuellen.
twist.
And she tells her sister that she got the $2,000 from Dane.
So fucking weird.
But then she's like, I see Dane as a brother. What are you talking about? He's your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, and who you just had Valentine's Day dinner with.
Yeah.
And who also, when you got in a fight with Gino, you say that you had sex with him a month ago. I've never in a fight said that I've had sex with my brother. So, I mean, that's just a weird thing to say if you think that he's just a
I had sex with
I fucked with my brother a month ago.
Okay. Well, we should break up then, I guess, because that's weird.
So if you see him as a brother, maybe you should stop talking about fucking him, you weirdo.
It's weird.
It's just such a lie.
And then so Jasmine and Gino are like talking about the butt implants, and then Jasmine, starts crying and is like, I just feel so insecure about my body, because she said she lost weight and then like she lost her butt from that, and she feels insecure, and she says she has alopecia.
Yeah, which is interesting, as you can't
we didn't
really
know.
tell.
Yeah, her hair seems. I mean, maybe it's really thin, I guess, but it
looks pretty. It looks thick. I mean, she doesn't have extensions anymore.
Yeah, and of course Gino is like, it's okay, I love you, and they make up and everything's fine.
Yeah,
and then
Gino looks so much like one of the Muppet characters. He looks like the eagle from the Muppets.
Yes.
His mouth is like upside down or something. It looks like
that's what it is.
It's like an upside down U. It's so weird.
Yeah, he has that face where he just like
it's like a very kind of his square teeth. Face. Yeah.
And he's just like frowning
it's so
all
weird.
The time. And then we do at the end of the episode, we see a sneak peek from next week where Jasmine's like, I just have all these red rashes all over me. Like, your house is so dirty, Gino.
Yeah. I think it's a stress rash about having to tell. I think she's breaking out in hives about having to tell. Yeah. Unless, I mean, she's allergic to like dust mites or something, but I don't know. Or, I mean, she's moved to a new country. She could have allergies she doesn't know about or never knew about before.
Yeah, or just could be from like dry skin because it's like winter there and the heat's on and it's
totally
eczema or something.
Yeah, I don't think it would have anything to do with a house being dirty, or else
unless he has
Sophie of Rob would be. Yeah, unless it's bed bugs. I found out, or I saw an interesting conspiracy. So, this is from the 90 Day Fiance Reddit. So it says this show, and it's under the serious discussion category.
I read this too.
So it says this show is now more script than reality. Gino is in on all the plastic surgery decisions for Jasmine. He is a major cuck and agreed for her to do OnlyFans as the primary source of their income. That is why he quit his job.
She's on OnlyFans?
Apparently, that's what it says. So it says, every man knows they would notice if their fiance had butt implants. We always touch their ass many times a day.
We always touch their ass many times a day?
Yeah, how is Martin's hands on your ass at all times? I think if your relationship is mostly sexual, then
I guess.
Yeah, I don't.
That's weird. I can see how he wouldn't notice.
Well, they're not really together very often because it's long distance. And also, if she lost weight, she was maybe making her butt what it used to be, so we couldn't tell a difference. 2, we would definitely notice once we had sex, but he wasn't letting her touch it, so I don't know. 3, Dane. 1, Jasmine doesn't need the money. 2, Dane is decent looking. Why would he pay $2,000 to Jasmine? I don't know. He is good looking, so I don't understand, like, why hasn't he moved on? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they say, I think this is, and then 4, wedding dress money. Why would Jasmine buy a wedding dress in Panama? They are getting married in the U.S. and they are a pain in the ass to travel with. That's a good point.
That's true.
Yeah. So they say, I think this is all manufactured drama because they've run out of material.
I mean, he seemed, when they were getting a massage, he seemed genuinely upset and annoyed about the implants. Like, he's not that great of an actor. They wouldn't be able to, like, they're not actors. Like, they're not, I don't know. I mean, yeah, some of the stuff is like, the producers are like, oh, you guys should talk about this now. Or how do you feel about this?
Right.
I don't know if they're like, I
want to see, can you check if someone has OnlyFans? Jasmine,
right?
90-day OnlyFans.
I didn't know that she had. I mean, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jasmine Pineda,
your virtual girlfriend.
I would love to show you my sexy and wild side. Wow, $14.99 a month. 187 posts.
Oh, this is weird.
17,000 likes.
Oh my God. And the picture is like, I mean, she's wearing like a wig or extensions.
Yeah, that's like, not her real hair.
It's like her tits, and she's wearing a see-through bra.
With little hearts on it.
Your virtual girlfriend asked me for my P.O. box for gifts. Your membership unlocks everything. And it's the lip emoji that's like biting your lip. I create content every day. That's crazy.
Every day.
I create content every day because all I want is to keep you happy.
I mean, she has 17,000 likes. That means like she's got a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, I wish you could tell how many subscribers.
I know. You can't see any of the posts. Because sometimes you can tell by like, if you see the post, but like it's locked, it'll say how many likes it has. But you can't see any.
Fuck.
You can't see any of the posts here.
I feel like I like need to not join for my own page, but like I want to like see Jasmine and like Darcy's OnlyFans.
You could just subscribe for a month.
Yeah. Maybe they'll have Black Friday deals.
You know what? I bet they do.
Yeah. Maybe just like we could take it out of the Patreon just to see what's in there.
Yeah.
All right. So she's
probably making pretty good money, I guess.
Yeah. I guess she must be supporting both of them since he doesn't have a job.
Right.
So then there's Sophie and Rob. Rob Outhouse Rob.
Outhouse Rob.
They're going to Dave and Buster's. Rob's car is like a go-kart. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he has no heat.
Yeah, no heat. It looks like it's falling apart and glued together. The inside but it looks like
there's nothing in it. Like there's just two seats. And
it's bizarre.
It doesn't look like
they
have
a kit car or something.
Yeah, like there's no, not carpeting, but like, you know.
It looks like a Hot Wheels that he bigged or something.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on. And I noticed at one point there's 20 air fresheners hanging from the front mirror, which is disgusting.
Why is he need
the
wheel
smoke
weed?
All dirty. Oh, he must smoke weed in the car. He hotboxes that car on the reg. I bet you. So they're going to meet Rob's sister, Victoria. Rob, and she's really nice. I actually really liked her. Yeah, I don't understand how they're related. And she actually, I feel like likes Sophie more than she likes Rob. Rob's sister, Victoria, is a wedding planner or event planner. And she says that she will plan their wedding ceremony for them, which stresses Sophie out. But Rob is like, you know what? It's something for you to do for the next 3 months while you can't work.
Okay.
So I know, right? You can tell that Sophie's really nervous, but like Rob's sister is being so nice. Rob's sister asks, do you guys plan on having kids? As usual, you would think that this is something the couple would have
You would
about.
think that's the number one thing they talk about. What do you see in your future? None of these couples talk about kids.
It's like if you're going to get serious with someone, you talk about finances, you talk about like whether like family, whether or not you want kids.
Martin and I's first date, we talked about if we wanted kids.
Yeah, same with me and my boyfriend. Like one of the hurdles we had was that I said I didn't want kids and he did. Right. And then when we were talking about whether or not we want to move forward, he was like, well, I don't know what to do with the fact that you don't want kids. And I think that I might. And I was like, okay, well, I'm open to it. Yeah.
I initially, when I met Martin, I was like, I don't know. I don't think I want kids. But then like it changes. I'm like, oh yeah, of course I do.
Yeah. You meet someone who you think would be a good father, and then that makes you want to have kids. Like I would have kids with you. I haven't met someone I wanted kids with yet.
And of course, Sophie is like, I feel like it is like instinctually, or like when you're with somebody, if you want to have kids with them or not. Like Rob is just like not fit to be a father. So of course her like instincts are like, I don't know.
What are you going to do? There's a baby. Where are you going to change diapers and stuff? Yeah. There's no room in that studio. The baby's going to go to the bathroom outside. Like he's going to live in a shack with a pit bull. Like what are you going to do? Yeah.
Crazy.
So Sophie says, I don't think I want to be pregnant.
Right.
Which I thought at first meant she doesn't want to physically be pregnant.
What I thought too.
And it kind like half of it. So I thought was like, okay, so she wants to adopt or have a surrogate or whatever. But what she means is like she doesn't want kids, period.
Right. And she doesn't know that she can because she had a thing called a teratoma cyst in her ovary that she had to get removed. And so she's like, I have no idea what my egg count is or if that affected it. And that was like traumatizing
she almost
for
died,
her.
I guess.
Yeah. So she's like, I don't know if I want to go through all that, which is totally fair.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But I guess Rob didn't know that. She never told Rob that.
No, like, because
why?
I'm sure because she was like, he'll think that's unattractive. And I'm sure Rob would have thought, I'm sure Rob's like, I don't need to know that shit. They don't talk about
get that
real
vibe
stuff.
From him.
Yeah, ugh. I'm sure he would have been like, boring. I think, it's
then
just,
he gets
they don't
mad.
talk about real stuff. Yeah.
He storms off. And then I was really hoping that he was going to like go play a video game angrily, like throwing the ski balls.
Yeah. And he did. He went to go play basketball. He went to go play the basketball game.
Just throwing the ball.
They're at like a Dave and Buster's, which is the craziest place to be like, I have
talking
ovarian
about kids.
cysts and I don't know if I can procreate. And there's like people
like,
running around behind them.
Like tickets coming out of machines.
Like throwing balls at the clown. And she's like, I don't know if I can ovulate. He's really pissed. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't be a father. And I'm like, you do not give off father vibes. Where is this strong urge to parent coming from?
And then I don't know how we got to this, but he's like, even Jay-Z and Beyonce have kids. Like, what does that have to do with you?
I think he's like, even it won't make me not a badass to have kids. I think, power couples have kids, and that's part of, the dynamic of a power couple is then you have a power family. Right. And he doesn't have a job. He does odd jobs. They don't say what he does. I'm pretty sure he's a task rabbit or something because they say he picks up odd jobs here and there. And the whole thing is so weird. He says if he's never going to have kids, he would just be a playboy forever.
Right. So he's like trying to have a kid to stop being a fuckboy. Is that what? He's like, well, I'll have a kid and then I'll stop being a piece of shit.
It's just so bizarre to me. It's like, I don't know if I'll have kids or not. I'm not offended by Rob at all. But does he not understand the idea of just like being in a partnership and just
he does
living and I don't know, like traveling or having pets or just like having friends and just like being normal? Like go to a museum. What's wrong with you? I don't know. He's just so weird. Yeah. What does Maria always say? Maria's like, go touch some grass. Like he just needs to go outside. He's so weird. None of these couples ever talk about anything that's important.
No. Crazy.
Rob's sister, like, and then so Sophie goes to talk to Rob while he's shooting basketballs, and he won't stop shooting the basketballs, which is so rude. And she's like, I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you. And he's like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, he's just such a dick and so dismissive. He's like, just leave me alone, which is like great communication skills.
Yeah, cool.
Just like he doesn't want to even talk. Rob's sister says to Rob, women are, I'm not quoting, I'm like misphrasing her, but she's like, women are biologically, like supposed to have children, and when you medically can't, that's a lot for a woman to deal with. So try to have some empathy for Sophie. Like, this isn't just that she's brushing you off. Like, this is a hard situation for her. She's afraid and doesn't know if medically she can have kids. So this is like a wound for her, like physically and emotionally.
Yeah. It's not like she's like, I don't want to have kids. It's like, I really don't know if I can.
Yeah. And even if that was the case, if she was like, I don't want to, like, that would be fine too. Yeah. But this is like deeper for her. So try to have some empathy. Yeah. So then they leave after this like super awkward event.
She's like, do you have heat in your car? And he's like, not really.
Yeah, they get in the car.
Not really. Either do or you don't.
Yeah, Sophie's freezing, and he's like, I don't really have heat. And I'm like, okay, so this is crazy. Sophie's like, I just want to go to bed. Like, let's just sleep, and we'll talk about this in the morning. And what is Rob
He
say?
says, he's like, I don't know how she can sleep. Like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to sleep. All I'm going to do is wonder, like, what's going to happen with my life. What are you talking about? He's like upset about the kids thing. Like, he wants her to tell him she wants kids or he's not going to be able to sleep
right now. It's just so...
It's weird.
Oh, no.
What?
We found yesterday this article about someone who used to work with Rob, and today it says, sorry, this post was deleted.
Did you read it?
Well, fuck. I didn't read the whole thing.
It
was like... Okay,
it was someone who used to work with Rob in, I think it's like Venice Beach or something at a
was it like Foot Locker?
No, it was like pipes and like what do you call it? A head shop?
The pipe store. Oh, really? It was a weed store? Okay, so that's why he has all those air fresheners. It wasn't a weed
store. It was like a pipe
bong store.
It was a bong store.
Oh,
and
God.
He would just the whole time he would be on his phone. And he was just rude to all the customers, and he didn't want to do any of his work. And he got his friend hired, Torai, who's in the show.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
But he only worked there for a week because he ended up like booking some other job or something for like a music
like
video.
Stopped coming or something.
But then continued to use the email address and said he was like the marketing exec for this company. And he got caught like emailing people using like the name of the company. And then what was the other thing? Oh, she said that Rob would like take a shit every morning.
Every day. Yeah.
And like wouldn't flush the toilet. It was just like a gross person.
We were talking about this yesterday at our group chat. He is 100% the guy who would take a huge long shit at work every single day and like think it's funny and like joke about it and spend so much time in there so he wouldn't have to work with customers and stuff.
Yep.
He's such a fucking
And apparently
loser.
he would like cry all the time. If someone like confronted him or like if he got in trouble or something, he would like cry to like the manager. And like this one lady said she got into a fight with him once and like he started crying. I don't know. He sounds like a disaster.
He fully is a disaster. All right. Do you want to get into Nikki and Igor/Justin?
Yes. So Justin, he got a new doormat for his apartment. He's very excited about that.
I thought that was kind of cute. He was like, for our new life, like I want her to be the first person to walk over this new doormat.
And so we see his apartment and it's like a cute little 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And Nikki sent him money to repair the bathroom apparently. Because it was messed up. It's fine. It looks like your basic bathroom.
At least he actually spent the money on that.
Yeah, to
and
fix
not
it.
something weird.
It's weird because like she keeps like bringing up sex and like she's like, well, I want to shower with you, or do you want to shower with me? And he's like, no.
Yeah,
No.
it's like he keeps. It's so. What is she? She's like straddling him on the bed or something. And she's like, do you want to go wash me? Or
do you want to go wash me in the shower?
Shower me or something? And he's so stressed out.
Yeah, he's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, and he almost looks at the producers. He almost breaks the fourth wall. He looks into the camera and is like, I don't know.
Please help me.
Yeah, it's really, really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then he says that she looks like a movie character.
Yeah, they're in a confessional or, they're like talking to the producers. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he says like a cartoon.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm like a Bond girl. And he's like, okay.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, she does look like.
Yeah, she's very cartoonish.
Her surgery makes her look very cartoonish.
Yeah, and especially with all the makeup she wears and she wears these like clear blue contacts, which
Are
make
those
her look
contacts? Because remember she
got her eye color changed.
She had that eye color surgery.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
I don't know
so never mind. It's her
crazy.
eye color surgery.
Yeah, they look like
What do they do? Just like bleach your eyes?
I don't know. How do you? I don't know.
Google
You could
this.
even do
eye
that.
color surgery.
It seems like it would be like a dangerous thing to do.
Los Angeles eye color change.
Are they permanent, like contacts or something, or like
Laser depigmentation or eye tattooing?
Oh, I guess you would just. I mean, it's probably easier to make them lighter than it is darker, I guess. Depigmentation, just getting out all the color.
Yeah, and then I guess the other, if you want to make them darker, you tattoo.
What? That seems dangerous.
Yeah, you think?
How do you not go blind?
Yeah, you put a needle in your eyes? Like, how does that not? Oh, I guess you can you can do deep green, soft green, water, aquamarine green, medium blue, gray.
I'm not putting needles in my eyes.
Photos of patients before and after the procedure.
No.
Oh my God, I have to send you this link. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
I mean, I'm assuming, how do they, I guess they would I guess they would have to like inject numbing into your eyeballs, right?
Can you be out? Like, I would hope that you would be out. It looks like she got the magical gray, maybe. Oh my God, this is so weird.
Because you would be flinching, like.
Yeah, they'd have to. What's that movie?
Wow.
Oh my God, there's people who went from
Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, Clockwork Orange your eyes. There's people who went from brown to like lighter brown, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Like I understand blue or gray.
Oh my God.
Magical gray?
Go down to French blue.
It is weird how different people look with different colored eyes. That is strange. Ooh, a honey. French blue. Whoa.
Yeah, the French blue is something else.
Whoa.
Okay, honestly, though, keep scrolling through French blue, and there's one girl who honestly looks like a whole different person with the French blue. She looks like so pretty.
Is this which girl is it with dark hair?
She kind of looks like an Angelina Jolie-ish when she got the French blue.
Wait, I didn't see her. Oh.
Yeah, she looks so much better with French blue eyes.
I mean, okay. Dang. Yeah, well, her eyes were like black.
Yeah, they were like black.
Man.
Oh my God, the one after.
Your whole...
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually pro this surgery. These people look great.
Okay, I mean, sure.
Yeah, this is really interesting.
I just like it must hurt.
Yeah, I gotta find out more about what this actually entails because this is really.
Oh my gosh,
crazy.
you've gone on to aqua green.
Oh, I just got there.
It's the Little Mermaid. This lady has
crazy.
Bright red dyed hair.
I bet you that's why she did it. She must be a Little Mermaid at Disneyland or at parties.
Oh. Aqua green, that's so intense.
Well, look at the second guy. You know what? I actually think this is what Nikki has. I think Nikki is aqua green because they look like fluorescent.
Yeah, they don't look like a natural color.
No, it looks like you're wearing vampire. Oh my God.
I love seeing people wearing face masks. Like, they got it done in like 2020.
Yeah, this is abnormal. Yeah, they're like, I got some time on my hands. I'm just going to get my
green.
eyes.
Kind of nice.
Yeah, forest green isn't bad.
Mostly dudes getting forest green.
That's what's so weird is there's a lot of men.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
I can see men who are like gay men, maybe, because they like how it looks.
Pigment trapping with increased. I know which one you're at.
Aqua green.
Yeah.
The older guy.
Yeah.
That looks scary.
Yeah, all these people look a little scary.
scary.
Some of them look good. Some of them look a little yowza. I wonder where she went.
These on our Instagram.
Yeah, we got to.
These are nuts.
Yeah, these are really like I could go in a K-hole of this
website
website for hours. We come back next episode and we're both like,
we have like green eyes.
Bright, yeah. What your eyes
yellow
are
eyes.
like clearish blue, right?
No, mine are they're like a bluish gray.
Yeah, I have like I have like a dark bluish. Oh, they look darker.
Yeah, yours are blue.
I have like blue gray kind of thing.
Yeah,
they change though. Do yours like change kind of?
When I was born, they were like bright ass blue, like dark blue.
Same.
And now they're
the dark passenger change. Depends what the dark passenger is leading. The eyes change. All right, yeah. So where are we? Oh yeah.
The G button.
Yeah, he thinks the G spot's called the G button.
G button.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And then his apartment he has very small closets.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of room for her stuff, which is kind of interesting.
No.
That was like their first day when she like arrives, and then they pretty much just go to bed. His alarm the next morning is a car revving. That's the sound he has, which is not a pre-made sound. Like that's not in the iPhone. He downloaded that.
He's like, I want to have a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's just a motorcycle revving. It's so bizarre. I did notice, I will say, I think she looks a lot prettier without makeup.
I know.
Yeah, she looks very pretty without. If she just wore a little lipstick or something, I think she would be very pretty.
A little concealer under the eyes, maybe some mascara. Like that's all she needs.
She really looks crazy. She looks much better natural in my
And
opinion.
then he asked her how long she needs to get ready, and she's like, 90 minutes to like 3 hours. Like what? That's most of your day.
Yeah, it takes me like 10 minutes to get ready.
Yeah, get 10 minutes.
Granted, I'm not one of those girls, and no shade, but I don't like. I mean, I just throw my hair back and put on some mascara, and then I'm just like release myself to the world. I can't imagine
spending that amount of time every day putting on makeup.
No,
it's just
exhausting.
And I don't like doing makeup because I'm not good at it, and it always looks bad. So I'm like, I hate this.
No, I think you look pretty with makeup. Just dropping it. Yeah, I think
if you think so.
Like if I'm going to an event or a party or a wedding or something, I'll do maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah.
To like do my hair, but never
just to go to the
1 to 3
store.
hours. Yeah, they are going to the park in 1 to 3 hours.
They're going to the park to do puzzles. To get ready.
Yeah, it's like, girl, what is crazy?
These puzzles they're doing. They're like sitting on a blanket. He brought puzzles.
They're like IQ test puzzles,
but like
too.
not
like fun puzzles.
Not fun puzzles, like putting together a square out of like different shapes.
Yeah, it's like, how bad is your dementia puzzles? Like that's what the puzzles were.
It's so weird. She's like not into it. She's like, ugh, putting the pieces together, just like not having a good time.
Yeah, I thought it was really strange that was what I mean, I guess he likes it, but he wasn't doing it with her. He was like, do this puzzle. And I was like, is he testing her cognition? Like, it was really bizarre. Because I know she's
you
older.
Do crosswords every day to keep your brain going.
I need to start doing those. I swear to God. You know, actually, I saw this morning. This is not related to 90 Day Fiance, but there's a test now where you can test for like dementia 10 years earlier or something.
Is it like a cognitive
No,
test?
it's like an actual test. Hold on. Like,
you know that. Have you seen those photos of when people are getting dementia? They have to draw a clock.
Oh, yeah. And it's all weird. But that's also for schizophrenia, I think.
Oh, yeah. But it's crazy because it's like the numbers are like all back. It's fucking scary.
There was that in an episode of Hannibal where he was like going crazy and they were like, draw a clock. And the clock was
69 devils.
420, 69, 666. I can't remember. I read it this morning. I can't find
10
it.
years
it's like
before you get dementia to test for it?
Yeah, I was like, I want to get this. I
need that.
I do honestly need it. I'll find it. And then I won't
can't
have
remember
I'll
where it
I'll
is.
just tell you. That's the test.
Remember which website you saw that? I have no fucking idea.
I have no idea. Well, time to start planning.
First sign.
Oh, fuck. All right. Good point. Okay. Anyways, so they're doing these puzzles.
Yeah, Nikki wants to play hide the hot dog. And
oh, yeah. Oh, God.
And Justin says, our relationship is built on a soul connection, not physical. And Nikki's like, huh? It is? That's news to me.
How deep are... I mean, that's sweet. And if that was true, like that's nice. And it should be, all relationships should be built on a friendship.
Yes.
But you also need some sort of romantic, sexual component. Otherwise, you're just buds.
Yeah. And I think the preview for next week is like Nikki says, you have 48 hours to change my mind or I'm leaving. I guess change her mind about wanting to be with him.
Being attractive. Him being attracted to her.
Him being attracted to her, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's a lot of pressure to be like, we need to fuck in 48 hours or I'm bouncing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think clearly there's a big hurdle.
Yes.
That is partially on her because she didn't reveal stuff from day one.
Sure.
And so I think that she should give him a little bit more than 48 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I think he's really nice. I don't think he seems mean. I think he's trying really hard.
Yeah. I agree.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Then Ashley and Manuel, two people who truly suck. Manuel more than Ashley, but they both are like such lame-os.
It's so bizarre.
So she's like the witch, quote unquote witch. So she's burning sage and Palo Santo in her house, and the smoke alarm goes off, but she doesn't stop it.
Why?
I don't know. She just continues to let it go, and she just starts playing her sound bowls while the smoke alarm is going off. I would lose my mind.
Yeah, anytime a smoke alarm is going off, you got to turn it off or you can't think.
I don't even have my smoke alarms up.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Because I needed to change. It was beeping, being like, change battery, battery. And I just ripped them all out. And then I haven't bought new batteries.
And then when you change the battery and it's still beeping, you're like,
it does that beeping thing.
Wrong?
I hate that. Yeah. My thing is like, I'll know if my house is on fire.
You have two dogs. They'll start barking.
Yeah, I'll know.
Dogs know before, as soon as there's smoke, dogs will start freaking out.
Yeah, they'll suss it out. But Manuel is freaking out. And she says, calm down. I'm just a witch. And I'm like, no, being a witch isn't just like having your smoke alarms go off and not caring. She's like so weird. I hate her.
Yeah.
And I hated listening to the noise. If you're sensitive to noises, there's like a minute of a smoke alarm going off that she doesn't care
awful.
About. Then there's this phone thing that's crazy. Do you explain this?
She orders him a phone and it's going to take 2 days to get there.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, I need it now. He's like, I need it today. And she's like,
yeah.
Well, what do you mean? What? Here, if you need the internet, use my computer. I have an iPad. I have a phone. He's like, no, I need it. I need it now. And he's like, if it's going to take 2 days, just cancel it.
Yeah.
Because like, what? It's weird.
He has a phone, but his phone doesn't get internet. So he has a phone that works. It just doesn't get internet on it, I guess. Or it's like not working in America or something.
Right.
And she's like ordered him a new phone and expedited it.
Yeah.
And he's like, just cancel it. If it's going to take 2 days, just cancel it. I want to go out right now and find a SIM card and make my phone work.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know where to get a SIM card for an Ecuadorian phone. Like,
yeah. I need internet on my own phone. He says he needs privacy.
Which is shady. Like, can't you wait 2 days and then you'll have privacy? Like, for 2 days,
if you need to Google something, like, use her computer. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, the whole thing is so weird. And he's so... I mean, you just got a free phone, bro. Yeah. On her phone plan. What are you pissed off about?
Weird.
You weirdo.
And then she's yelling at him. And he's like... Well, she exploded because it's in her genes. That's how she is.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
And then she says, I'm not sharing a spiritual space with you and your nasty attitude. Like, girl, y'all are so stupid.
And then his family's calling her all day long.
Yeah, nonstop. And they finally get in touch. She's like, I need to call your cousin. Like, we need to call your cousin. Yeah. She's called Ashley's phone like 10 times in one day.
Yeah.
And so they finally FaceTime the cousin. And Manuel is like, I want to talk to her alone. And Ashley's like, no, I want to figure out what's going on here. Because Manuel thinks that Ashley's going to be rude. And Ashley says to the cousin, like, no offense, but why did you call me like 15 times today? And the cousin says, which actually made sense. Like, I knew Manuel was coming to New York and he hasn't answered any of my calls or texts on his phone. Mm-hmm. And I got worried that maybe something happened to him. And, since he hasn't been in touch, so I was trying to get in touch with you. But how did she get Ashley's number then? Unless she talked to him,
right?
Unless he talked to
I don't
Manuel.
know how, because he didn't tell anyone he was going, or maybe he told his relatives in New York. I think he told
his New York family, but then
like, yo, I'm coming.
yeah. I was like, I'm here. I've made it. But unless, I mean, maybe he gave them her number before he left.
Maybe.
But I don't know. The whole thing is fucking weird, man. But it really seems. I guess all of his uncles and all of his cousins live in New York.
Yeah.
So is he dating her and getting the K-1 visa so that he can join his family? Yeah.
I would say 99.999%.
Yeah. With this couple, yes. I think so.
Then new couple.
Yeah.
Nick.
Trying to get into this one?
Nick is 31. From South Korea, and he lived in Australia for 6 years, which is where he met Devin, who I like 24.
Yeah,
he is an electrical engineer by day and a karaoke champion by night.
Very cool.
He contains multitudes.
Yeah.
He says he was very introverted as a kid and he was bullied. Aww. And so he joined the military to challenge himself. And good for him.
What I do. Yeah.
And then we see him, he's like playing one of those claw stuffed animal games. And he fucking wins a stuffed animal. I'm like, how do you... It's that easy?
My boyfriend won one once.
Wow.
Yeah, he won me a Joker we were at the Valley at Bolero. A bowling game place.
Why so serious?
Why so serious?
So Devin is the first white girl he's dated. And he says...
This is ridiculous.
He says, Korean girls are too skinny. That's what I like about Devin.
And okay.
You're like, that's not...
Since a lot of you don't watch the show, it should be noted that Devin is a skinny person.
Yeah, it shows a picture of her. Was she like playing soccer or something?
Yeah.
Or she's playing, and you're like, wait, what? She's not
She's probably in
She's
athletic size 4 or 6.
Yeah.
I would say. And he's like,
that's what I
keep
like
going
about
with
her.
how he talks about her weight.
And well, then he says, he's talking about Devin, and he's like, she started doing naughty things, like showing her ass to me. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I guess she was very quiet and introverted too, and that's how they bonded. And then
she started getting flirty.
Warming up, and showing her ass.
So he's like telling us all this while he's like at the market ordering chicken feet. And he's like, it's really good. People, if they didn't know they were eating chicken feet, they would enjoy it. I bet that's true.
I bet. Yeah, I bet that is true. Yeah.
So what he won in the claw machine was a pig.
Yeah.
And the nickname for his girlfriend is Piggy. He says she's cute and a little chubby. But to be fair, he thought chubby meant cute because there's a little bit of a language barrier.
Well, he was like, I thought chubby meant like a little overweight and cute. But I didn't realize it meant like fat. And I'm like, what? Like, okay, if he thought chubby just meant cute, then I get it. But he also thought it meant a little overweight.
Right.
Maybe it's in comparison to like what extreme slenderness that he knows.
Yeah, maybe he's only dated very, very skinny girls.
Yeah, it's just the way and it's not malicious. Like, he likes it.
He thinks he's being nice.
Yeah,
about
and a lot of it
this.
is a language difference,
Yes.
I think, for sure. Like, because I know you guys don't watch the show.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure he's not a villain.
She's not chubby. She's not what we would describe as chubby.
No, she's skinny and athletic and he's not mean. He's just
he's like she's chubby.
My
like I
little
call her
Piggy.
Piggy. She's cute.
Yeah.
And you're like, well,
yeah,
okay.
It's just, oh God. Yeah.
So then Devin she's from Searcy, Arkansas, which I'm assuming is a tiniest town.
Yeah, it seems like that.
No one's ever heard of. She told him that there's a lot of racists in Arkansas. So
it's not
buckle up.
Fun. Yeah, I'm sure it's not going to be fun.
Yeah, and they got engaged.
Yes.
He said they got engaged, but she's coming to South Korea
to meet his parents. Because part of the whole spiel, I think we talked about this last time, is that in Korean culture, you have to get approval from the parents in order to date and get married. So she's coming to South Korea to meet his family and like learn his culture and all of that.
And then hopefully he'll end up moving to Arkansas.
Yeah, and if they get along, he says he's going to propose. One thing I loved, and people are talking about this on Reddit, is like, she's the first person in 90 Day Fiance history who got off the airplane with like no makeup and in sweatpants and a sweatshirt.
Right.
Yeah.
Like how a normal person would spend, I mean, I'm sure the flight from Arkansas to Korea, that's got to be like 24 hours. There's
no way there's a direct flight.
So many stopovers.
Yeah, and she's economy. Like, unless 90 Day flies her, but I'm
that
sure
would
they
be
would
like
still
a
fly
fucking
her economy.
$15,000 first class flight.
Oh my God, yeah, no, totally. Yeah, and you could tell also, I guess some people were saying that she seemed like slow. And she put up on her Instagram being like, I'm not insecure and I'm not upset. I just want to address the people who have said that I seem a little slow.
Oh no.
And I just want to say that in the times that I was interviewed in this episode, I had just gotten off a very long flight from Arkansas to Korea. And that was the first time I was interviewed. And then the second time I was interviewed was when I had been working all day. And then they interviewed us at like 10 p.m. and I had just driven home from work. And then we did a confessional. So like the two times I was interviewed, I was like exhausted.
Oh no.
She seems like really just like real and
she seems normal.
Yeah, she seems normal, which makes me worried because I'm like, is she cut out for 90 Day Fiance?
Yeah, what is she either batshit crazy? What's going to happen? Or is she just a little too normal for the show?
Yeah, I'm worried. But I liked her a lot.
Yeah. They seem fun.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see about him. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But next week.
Yes.
Next week, we finally meet the mom in the closet and the guinea pig guy. And his girlfriend or whatever is very good looking.
It's crazy. It makes no sense. None of this makes sense.
Gotta see what bizarre. That's all about.
Then we have 90 Day the Other Way. Big Bank Theory, season 5, episode 17.
Big Bank Theory. I get it. I get it.
Kim and TJ. I have to say, my boyfriend thinks Kim is pretty, like attractive.
Yeah.
I don't.
You know, I liked when she had like her makeup on and her hair all done.
Yeah, at the wedding she was pretty.
Like, oh, she's cute.
Did you watch Love is Blind? This season?
Sort of.
Do you know the blonde girl who was like ended up dating Izzy? She like had the Pilates studio. Okay. My boyfriend thinks that Kimberly is prettier than that blonde girl.
Interesting.
I think so too.
Well, people have different likes and dislikes.
I know.
I think Steve Buscemi is hot.
I think so too. But right? I also think that makes a little sense. I don't know. It was just really
weird, right?
Yeah, it just like really made me think. I was like,
I think a lot of weird looking people are
mediocre
attractive.
Brunette girl. All right. So after 20 hours, the wedding ceremonies are done.
God.
Her parents leave. I cannot. So they get back to the family house, and TJ's like, "There's some more ceremonies we need to do now." And she's like,
cooking.
Yeah, she has to cook a meal for the entire family. And she's like, I have been up for 3 days straight.
She's like, I just want to sleep.
I need to sleep. I cannot cook a meal for your entire family right now. Yeah. But they usher her into the house, and this is the first time she's allowed to go in the kitchen because the kitchen's only for family. Yeah. And so now that she's part of the family, she goes in the kitchen, and they do a small like ceremony.
Yeah.
And TJ tells her that she's now like head of the household with the mom. And
she goes into the bedroom and she just like lays face first on the bed.
Yeah, she like starfishes onto the bed.
And TJ's like, okay, well, you're the head of household now. And I guess he didn't explain to her before they got married just exactly what
that entails.
Head of household means. Apparently, it's like all the responsibilities, the cooking, the cleaning, all of the daily things. That's a fucking full-time job, I'm assuming. Yeah. Just like...
trad wife. She has to be a trad wife. And apparently what I read this morning is that she has been back in the U.S. since September because she was not happy. She was not happy with the arrangement.
Interesting. Because I'm assuming this took place a year ago, maybe they filmed this? Or like earlier this year or something?
Let me see. Kimberly, 90.
Wow. I mean, that makes sense. She was never into all that anyway.
Here it is. Here's her Instagram. Author, it says Kimberly Rochelle, author and diarist, transformation coach,
AKA empowerment YouTuber.
Empowerment speaker, psychic medium.
Oh, right. She's a psychic. I forgot about that. Or she claims to be. What's her last name?
Kimberly Rochelle Official. ROCHELLE.
Okay, here we go. 6,300 followers. There's a picture of TJ from 3 days ago.
Okay, so someone asks, why do you say Jenny and Sumit are fake? They're a couple from India from a previous season. And then she says their scenarios are fake, like the dad saying he wouldn't allow them to get married, plus personal reasons. I have no respect for people like them. What the fuck?
So
why does she have problems with Jenny and Sumit?
Someone said, "Are you in the States now?" And she says, "Yep, I am." And someone says, "Why?" She says, "Watch the show."
I guess we'll have to wait and
she says it's
see.
not over until after the tell-all airs. So I guess she'll explain.
She can't disclose it.
Oh, right. She can't say. So maybe he came there or... Huh.
We'll see.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. She's not
All right.
violating her NDA.
No, she refuses.
She didn't get kicked off the show.
Not like Brandan and
But
Mary.
yeah, she just posted a picture of him a few days ago. So
I guess they're still together then.
yeah, interesting.
Well, then some more drama.
Oh, God.
Danielle and Yohan. Do you want to get into them?
So Yohan said he got a job with his nephew at a quote unquote lending company, driving around collecting debts. Now, what do you think? What do you think that means?
He's beating people up for money.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So I think
crazy.
someone in his family is like a loan shark or something and loans people money. And then if they're not paying, they'll send 6'5" or like 6'7" Yohan to the house
Yes.
to like threaten them or beat them up until he gets
Give me the money or else.
the money.
Or else.
Yeah. I mean, that makes collecting debts.
Yeah, collecting debts. Okay, Yohan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
And
That's
then
crazy.
we find out some shady shit was going on. So Danielle went to a spiritual retreat. And I don't know, how long was she gone for? Like a weekend or something?
like a week or something.
Or something.
I
I don't know where she was. And she was looking at her bank statements and she would see like $40 out of the ATM here, $40
Yeah.
out of the ATM there. And she's like, what the fuck? I wasn't even in town. And like asked Yohan like about this. He's like, oh, I don't know. That's crazy. She's like, okay, well, I
Yeah.
need to go to the bank and I need to ask them for
Right,
footage
what's
from the
going on?
ATM because somebody's stealing
Yeah.
from me. And then he eventually is like, oh, yeah, it was me.
All right, it's me. Yeah.
It's me. Like, what? But then he's like, they have separate bank accounts.
yeah.
So
Why
but
was he using her money?
Yeah, but then he says, in marriage, what's mine is what's yours. There's no such thing as stealing from your wife. Okay, then why did you initially lie about it then? Why weren't you like, oh yeah, I took money
Exactly.
out of your account because we're married? Like,
Right. And he
it's
said like
shady.
it was because he knew that she would be mad. But it's like, okay, if you knew that she would be mad, then don't do it.
Yeah, it's weird. And then he's like, it's reimbursement for rent because he thinks that she should be paying the full rent, which was not the agreement at all.
Right. But it
he's not
seems
even
like he's not
paying.
even paying it.
She said he's paying less than a quarter of everything, like furniture, rent, everything.
And they're in the DR, so he can work. Like this isn't like a
Yeah.
K-1 visa thing. They're in his home country.
He can get a job.
He can get a job. She's the one who's moved and has started her
Yeah.
life all over again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But then she kicks him out and is like, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
You need to leave. And then he says he's not going to leave until she pays him for the things he bought for the apartment and rent, which is nothing. He doesn't spend money. on
She's
anything.
like, you haven't paid for anything, so I don't know what money you want.
If she doesn't break up with him, and like, this is a huge red flag. He's just going to keep stealing from you.
It's dangerous. Like when
Yeah.
someone says, I refuse to leave, like, no, that's
Like,
get the fuck
how
out.
do we know he hasn't already like stolen her identity and has like opened up credit cards in her name?
And especially with the collecting debts, like,
Yeah,
I'm
shady
sorry,
stuff
you seem
going
like a
on.
dangerous person.
Yeah.
And also, if you've watched previous seasons, like his demeanor has changed. Like his
didn't watch-
face and his demeanor, like he just seems like
Dark?
a bad guy now. He's
Yeah.
he's dark. He's dark.
Yeah.
Then we have gross ass Shekinah and Sarper. First of all, I'll say, unrelated to this episode, they have started a medical tourism business. So you can make arrangements with them to go to Turkey, and they will, or I guess it's Sarper, because Shekinah seems like she is in America, but Sarper will, like, if you want to get new teeth, hair implants.
He'll set up appointments for you surgery. And stuff.
Yeah, he'll set up appointments and like cars and places to stay. And he now has
his Instagram's private.
What?
Sarper 90 Day, is that his name?
Yeah, but where did I see this video?
24th. Oh, there's a Shekinah. Oh wait, no, there's 90
I think it's
Day.
maybe in
There's a Shekinah and Shekinah Sarper 90 Day joint account.
I think I sent it to the group chat.
Oh, right. Yes. But his personal account is private. Oh yeah, where is that? You got
It looks like he got his eyes
90.
colored.
Got Gino and Jasmine.
It's a little bit.
Oh, medical tourism.
That.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what he says.
Sarper from 90 Day Fiance series. I'm so proud and glad to announce that we just established a new medical tourism business with Shekinah.
Oh.
As you know, Turkey is the homeland for health and beauty tourism with high quality services.
It is.
Most qualified doctors and affordable prices compared to all Western countries. Okay. You know how controlling I am from the show, right? And now
Yes,
it is time for us to control your aesthetics too.
Great.
Hair transplants,
Great segment.
dental cares and treatments, all kind of body and face surgeries, and a lot more with more than 200 doctors and clinics, which are best in their business. Okay. You will tell us whatever you want to change in yourself. We will choose the best doctor and best
Sarper's like, I will tell you how to look.
Yeah.
Then we will assign you a client representative which will guide you during all process throughout your journey. Believe me, you will never feel alone. And you know what? The most shocking part of our service, it is totally free. You will never pay anything extra.
Oh, are they getting
Contact
referrals?
us on our website
via
WhatsApp or on.
So
That
I
makes
guess
no
they're
sense.
probably just referring them to client
Yeah, and they probably get
representatives
like,
or
they must
whatever.
get like 20%.
I bet they do.
Like that.
I mean, okay, good, whatever.
I want Sarper to tell me what's wrong with my body and then change it.
You need
for
to
me.
lose 7.5 pounds. You need to dye your eyes.
Get nose job. Yeah.
Aqua green. I would get rid of your nose. Just get rid of it.
In general, just get rid of it.
I would get
Boobs
5
bigger,
cc's of lips.
butts bigger.
Dye your
and then
hair.
no waist. Yeah.
Remove some ribs. Calf implants. Maybe fix your finger length.
Free of charge.
Free of charge. Yeah, they're bed shopping.
So they're bed shopping. Yeah. For what looks like twin size beds.
Yeah, they're testing out the wrong beds.
Yeah, it's
you need at least a queen. Get at least a queen.
Yeah. Oh God.
And then he forgot to
course-
post the Instagram.
Yeah.
But then he does at the bed. He's like, okay, I'll post it now.
Yeah. So that's good at least.
At least he does it finally.
Yeah. He says it's so gross. They're on the bed and he's like, do you like this bed? And she's like, yeah, it's good. And he says, and they've been sleeping on the couch this whole time.
Yeah.
And they've been having sex on the couch, I guess. And he says,
gross couch.
You know, you're a multiple orgasm kind of bitch. And I'm like, you're so gross. And he says he's been counting every orgasm she has and like keeping track of it.
Well, they have like a tally on the wall.
Yeah, like X, like people in prison, like when they say how many days they've been there. And Shekinah's so uncomfortable. You could tell she is like, I don't want to talk about this in front of the camera. And he loves it. He's so nasty. And I mean, that's pretty much it for this.
Yeah, that's it for them.
I didn't even
next
see
week.
this.
Next week, he asks her if she would have another child.
Oh, right. And she's like, I don't even know.
She's like, I don't.
Or he says that he doesn't know if she can, right? Like age wise or something.
Oh, right. Because she's like 40 something, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And she has a teen daughter already. Like, I don't think she wants.
And I don't know if Sarper needs to be a dad.
No. He's gonna. The baby is gonna be. This baby is too chubby.
Yeah, like he's not going to be a good dad. Holly and Wayne, our favorite meth heads.
Yeah. So Holly she's talking about how lonely she is.
Yeah.
She's like FaceTime with her mom.
Yeah, her mom's back home now. Her mom.
Yeah.
Because she's been in South Africa for 3 months now, and her mom had to leave.
Yeah. So she's not really doing much. She's just there while Wayne goes to work.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's like, you can't leave the house. It's too dangerous. So she's just like there by herself.
Yeah, they have those rolling blackouts to save
Right,
energy.
next week, there's a preview of her like in a pitch black house, and she's like, "Oh, I'm scared. I don't know where to go because of the rolling
She's probably like
blackouts."
tripping over her hair. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then Mary and Brandan. I don't want to play it because it's like so dark.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I watched.
Yeah, she did an Instagram live, and it's just like a live stream that it didn't seem like Brandan knew it was happening, or maybe he did.
Yeah,
but she live streamed them fighting
about a video game because he bought a video game.
Yeah, and she's just like hysterically crying the whole time. She's like pregnant, I think. And
yeah, people don't know if she's. Did she have a baby?
Yeah, that's a good question. Did they ever have the baby?
I don't know because I mean that's not on. She didn't post it on Instagram, but like, and they do a YouTube channel, and they haven't posted anything about a baby. So I'm just wondering.
That's
like,
weird.
Is it? Did they have a baby? And then some people are like, "Oh, she's pregnant again with a second baby." Like, how do you know that? Like, I don't.
Yeah, where's
people
the
are just
first
saying
baby?
Things.
Yeah, but like. I guess
like 6 minutes.
And like they're talking about like he broke a bunch of stuff.
And he's like, I'll sell my PS5 or I'll sell the video games. And she's like, we need money for other things.
Yeah, and I guess he pushed her. He's talking about how he pushed her and stuff. And she's it's like God. It's really dark. Yeah, they're bad news, man.
But yeah, Brandan's mom is there visiting. And then
I don't know what this word is that you put.
Oh, it's the city. I was gonna look up the city they're in. Cantonini is.
Oh,
I don't know. I was gonna look and I just never.
I was like, what does she mean?
Candoni. So the mom. They said the mom can sleep in the bedroom because there's less bugs in there.
And the mom has arachnophobia, I guess.
Yeah, she's terrified
Which
of spiders.
I would. These aren't normal spiders.
These are fucking tarantulas.
They're tarantulas and like tarantula-like creatures. They're all the spiders, and they're in the house. These aren't outside. They're spiders that are the size of your fist throughout the house.
It's nuts. And he's like, so she goes in the bedroom, and he's like checking under places for spiders, and he pulls out like a spider exoskeleton. And he's like, it's just the skin. It's just the skin of the spider. It's just the skin.
Which I didn't know they did that. Did you know that spiders
I don't know
shed
that
their skin?
I don't know that all spiders do, but yeah, they do. Tarantulas do, because you can.
Oh, I knew tarantulas. I guess. Yeah.
And these are big ass spiders. I think they do.
Oh God,
I don't know that like. And there's daddy long legs shed their skin.
No, there's no skin. No,
these are
skin to
fucking
shed.
Huge spiders.
And there's lizards.
Lizards.
Yeah, there's lizards everywhere.
And then he killed a giant spider with his shoe.
That's the whole thing is like.
That's crazy. Like that's too big of a spider to kill with your shoe.
No, it's disgusting. And then I would throw that shoe away. And then he's like saying to Mary, in a side conversation, he's like, you should really try to be nice to my mom. Like I was kind of like frustrated. Right. And then Mary says, I gave her a hug, or I tried to give her a hug. And no, she didn't. We have the footage. It was there. She just was there with her arms crossed.
She was standing with her arms crossed like the whole time.
And wouldn't even talk to her.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just like everything about this couple is so. And maybe next week we'll see them eat frogs. I don't know.
Oh no, I forgot about the frog stew.
I know, so gross. Then this was a season finale of Last Resort.
Wow.
Season 1, episode 12, The Last Walk.
That's it, baby.
Yeah, and I guess this is kind of an update.
Mm-hmm.
What happened here?
Kalani on Instagram reposted one of Dallas's Instagram stories of him in the water in Florida, and you can see the resort in the background.
Oh my God.
So it's when he was there.
Yeah.
So they're together.
I think they also posted a picture of them at a pumpkin patch. So yeah, I guess they're still dating.
They're dating.
Yeah. So last week we had that fight on the boat. The boat fight. Now we are at the final group session before the commitment ceremony with the 3 therapists, and we're kind of decompressing, asking how things are. Yara says that Jovi's behavior causes her shame and embarrassment. She doesn't want to talk about it. She's embarrassed about it being public and how it reflects on her, which is interesting, instead of how it reflects on Jovi. And the therapists are like, well, how do you feel about forgiveness? And Yara's like, oh, I haven't thought about it. And I thought that was really stupid. I think more than forgiveness, this is what I thought. More than forgiveness, I think it's acceptance. Yes. And what I've learned is that acceptance isn't condoning behavior. It's just being aware of the reality of a situation and knowing that you don't have power or control over it. And I think that Yara needs to accept who Jovi is and what Jovi is and decide whether or not like she is okay with this or if she wants to leave. And then I think forgiveness can come after changed behavior. But I don't know why she would forgive Jovi. He's never changed his behavior. Like, what would he? Why are these therapists being like, forgive? Like, forgive what? He hasn't. Yeah. He hasn't.
He said he's not going to go to a strip club anymore. But I guess he said that in the past.
Yeah. So like until there's actions, why would she forgive and get off of me?
What is happening?
There's a little fruit fly around me.
Oh no.
Oh God. Like for reals though. So anyways, that was kind of interesting. Yeah. Angela reveals she's like really happy with Michael's behaviors because he hung up when at the strip club. Well, she says he didn't go to the strip club with them, which I thought was a funny way to phrase it. It's like, of course, he's on an iPad, but it was a funny way to phrase it. Yeah.
He didn't go with them. You know, I'm super proud of him. Yeah, he physically could not go.
He literally could not be there. And then Ed and Liz had a huge fight the night before over the stuff that happened on the boat because Liz stuck up for Ed, and then Ed thought that made him seem small, which is idiotic. And they slept in separate rooms, which is stupid. And then Kaylani and Asuelu announced to the group that they are going to break up.
They're donezo.
The next day, the therapist goes to talk to Yara individually about the whole thing with Jovi. And Yara's talked about this in the past before, but she talks about her insecurities and how in the Ukraine, there's a huge emphasis on women being perfect and, you know, being perfect looking and the perfect weight and, you know, being smart and successful and knowing how to cook and clean and having a man, etc. And that if you didn't have all those things or do all those things, that you were like wrong and your parents would be like, aren't you ashamed of yourself?
Yeah. So, that's sad. And she said her family would joke about her being chubby as a kid.
So fucked up. When she's so like perfect looking.
It's crazy. Yeah. That's so mean. Like that for sure has an effect on her now.
Of course. And even as recent as her being pregnant, I guess she said her sister was like, be careful because of your genes. Like you're going to gain a lot of weight.
That's so mean.
Yeah. So I think that makes the stripper thing go tenfold, you know,
absolutely.
Because she's like, okay, so there's something wrong with me. Like I'm unattractive. And so then we learned that Liz has brought a ring for Ed.
That she's had for a year.
For the recommitment ceremony.
So she's like, I don't know, am I going to give it to him or not? We'll see.
Am I not? We'll see. Do you want to get into what happens next?
Jovi and Yara talk, and he promises that he won't go to a strip club anymore unless Yara's with him and says it's okay. But he claims he's never going to go. But she kind of says like, you know, you've said this in the past.
Yeah.
And you haven't changed. And he's like, I promise I won't go. He's like, I had no idea it made you feel that way. Yes, you did, Jovi. She's been telling you.
We knew. Yeah. If we knew as watchers of the show, how did you not know?
He's like, I had no idea. Like, yeah, you did.
There's been 3 seasons worth of this. Yeah.
And then, wait, when does Angela ask Michael if he's going to eat her coochie?
Oh my God. I can't remember. I think it was they were on the iPad at night. I think it was after the group
therapy
session. Yeah, after the therapy group session, and they're talking at night, and she's like, "You gonna eat my coochie?" And he's like, starts laughing. And then she's like, "You gave it a kiss last night," or something like that.
Oh yeah, last time you saw me, you gave it a kiss or something.
Yes.
Ugh, cool.
Yeah.
So now we have the next day is a recommitment ceremony. So all the gals are in Angela's room. They're going to get ready for it. And
these are my favorite parts of Last Resort is when the girls are hanging out.
They're so nice to each other and they're so funny. And so Yar's talking about like all her insecurities and stuff. And Kalani and Angela are like, are you insane? Like you're literally a 10. Like you're perfect. Your personality, you're hilarious. You're hot.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then Angela's like, you're a 10, baby, body and physically. That's the same thing, Angela.
Same thing.
It's the same thing, Angela. I know what you meant, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah.
And then Liz comes in and she's all like, ugh, I'm just over everything. I just want to go home. I don't want to do therapy anymore. Out. She's like, I brought this dress to wear. And Angela's like, no, that's not. I got something for you. And it's like, oh, do you have a dress that fits her? Okay.
Yeah, I love that Angela's like, I have a dress for you. And I'm like, are Angela and Liz the same size?
I mean, Angela's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, Angela, like, for those who don't know, Angela did get gastric bypass. Yes. So
she lost a lot of weight. She's like, it's brand new. My coochie ain't been on it. Cool, thanks.
When Angela's good, she's good.
She's good. When she's good, she's good. They go into Angela's room and she has a blow-up doll of, she says it's Michael in the bed.
It's white Michael.
It's a white nurse.
Yeah.
It's a white guy nurse in the bed. And then they're waiting for Liz to try on the dress. And she's like, does anyone need hair? And she has a big bag that she dumps on the bed. And it's just like hair extensions.
Yeah, including the cornrow extensions that she wears sometimes.
Oh my God. Like she has these curly wigs, and then
like pasta wigs,
puts on the wig.
Yeah, she does a great Angela impression.
Michael.
Yeah,
Michael. And then like Yar's like, it looks like you fell on a plate with the noodles.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you're with your kids and they dump noodles on your head.
Yeah. And then we get to the recommitment ceremony.
Yeah. Angela's like, where's my husband? I'm looking for my husband. And then someone goes, where's the iPad?
She's like, where's my husband? I need my husband.
Yeah.
Where's that iPad?
It's just funny. Yeah. The husband is the iPad.
And then, so Angela and Michael go first. They stand up on this thing. Yeah. And like Angela has like they both have like note cards.
Yeah.
Saying like nice things to each other. But then she's like, I don't need these cards. I don't need to read them.
Speak from the heart.
And she just spoke about how much she loves Michael. And then she's like, I brought these with me. And she has her divorce papers. Yeah. And then she rips them up, just shreds them up.
Very dramatic. Yeah.
And then what is this Reddit post?
Oh my God. So I found this Reddit post and this person's like insane. They were like, this moment between Angela and Michael deserves an Emmy. And it said, the editors deserve an Emmy. It says the scene with Angela's "I'm still here" monologue to Michael after she tears up the divorce papers is absolutely one of the best pieces of editing I've heard on this or any other show in recent memory. Wow. The slow piano build followed by the drum dropping right when we get to the climax of the monologue hit oh so well. This is like explosions in the sky on Friday Night Lights level of musicianship. Good work. Keep it up. I'm like, was this person on acid when they were watching 90 Day Fiance?
Insane. Look, it was okay. It was good. It was a good scene. It was emotional, and it was.
Was it? It was fine.
I don't know. It was
this person was shrooming. Also,
this person was like so high.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm like,
oh, this is so good.
yeah, I was like, this is the craziest thing. This person was on LSD and accidentally turned on 90 Day Fiance and was like crying.
What is
like,
this show?
I've never
This is
seen
incredible.
anything so beautiful. Yeah. Crazy.
And then Kalani and Asuelu go next. And of course, Kalani's like, I want to be a good co-parent with you. And Asuelu's like, this is the worst day of my life.
It sucks. Like, I feel bad. I mean, I don't feel bad, but I think he really does have a compulsion or an addiction. And first of all, I think Jovi does too. It's weird that they've never addressed that with Jovi.
Yeah,
with Jovi, they're
weird.
like, they're just like, stop doing that.
Stop going to the strip club. It's not like, why do you go there? Why do you feel the need to do this?
Yeah, it's like it's been a regular occurrence for you since you were 16. Like, that also seems like a compulsion.
But does Asuelu have a job? Like, what does he do?
I think he worked at the ice cream store.
Okay, because I'm wondering if he's like freaking out because doesn't Kalani's dad like pay for a lot of stuff too?
Yeah, I think the dad might be a co-sponsor. But either way, I mean, Kaylani, like we talked about earlier, Kaylani now has to support him for 10 years.
Yeah,
because she's his sponsor.
That is fucked.
So anyway, he can't support himself. But I remember a past season, I think he worked at an ice cream store or something.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I know, which is like my dream job, I think. I'd get so fat. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
they broke up. And then Yari and Jovi.
Did
I say Yari and Jova and Yara?
Jova and Yari. They recommitted too.
Yeah, Yara's like, he's the father of my child. He's the best dad in the world.
Yeah, she's like, you're the dad I've always dreamed of. And I'm like, this fool is gone for like 4 months a year for his job. How is that the best dad in the world? I understand you're just being nice right now, but that's just so weird.
Yeah. But yeah, they stay together, of course.
Yeah.
And then we get to Ed and Liz. And then Ed, they say nice things. And then Ed gets down on one knee and asks Liz to marry him. But then Liz is like, wait, don't do that. It's so dramatic. And then Liz asks Ed to marry her. And she pulls out this ring. And
I wonder what this Reddit person thought of that moment. I should see it. He's like, the scene from Ed and Liz monologue.
It's a twist no one saw coming.
No one has ever. But I mean, and we know now that they're married. So
they moved to Arkansas.
I was gonna say, she said he moved to Arkansas. So and then they have a party.
They do a party. Everyone's wasted. Asuelu's drunk as hell, dancing.
I would be too if I was getting a divorce.
Angela is dancing. She puts the iPad underneath her dress and like lifts up her dress and is showing Michael
like,
her coochie.
How do you like that coochie? Yeah. And then Michael, I wonder if Dallas came.
Probably not.
Or maybe he was gone. Yeah, that would be. They would probably.
They would probably show it.
Asuelu and Dallas.
But then like Angela's dancing with Jovi, like grinding on him.
They like hit it off, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if they secretly had an affair or thing.
But that's
anyways, that's it. So I guess, I don't know if they're going to do a reunion or if maybe they'll do it again.
I didn't see a reunion on the episode list, so probably not.
Yeah, I think they wrapped it up. Yeah. All right, guys. So that's it for this episode. That's it for this episode. Thanks for joining us. If you have any insider information, please call our hotline and let us know. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's another 90-day fiance, baby. Oh, it's another 90-day fiance recap.
Powered by Acast.